Hi, I'm Mitch Gallagher from Sweetwater. Thanks for joining me today. We're going to be checking out 3 large diaphragm condenser microphones from Shure, and we've got an amazing vocalist here to help us. This is Marcus Scott.
Hey, what's up everybody? Proud to be a Shure endorsed artist, man. Exciting recording these videos and exciting recording with these microphones.
It really is going to be fun, and we've got one of your songs here that you're gonna sing along with, and it's a song actually from your recent album that you recorded here at Sweetwater, right?
Yes. The song is called "Gone," and it's a very emotional song. So these mics are perfect to capture those emotions. And with these condenser mics, what I like about them having the larger diaphragm, they capture all of the phrasing and all of the emotion that goes along with the song.
Yeah, we can expect to hear a lot of nice detail, a lot of nice presence. It's going to give you more of that studio sound because these are studio-centric microphones.
Exactly.
Let's give them a listen. What we'll do is we'll record all 3 microphones, we'll do a pass on each microphone, and then we'll come back afterward and you and I will listen to the individual takes and compare the sound of them.
All right, I'm excited, man. Let's go for it.
It's a strange, sad feeling. My woman's gone, gone, gone. What makes it hurt even more? We're living in the same home. And if I could, I would change her mind. I'll make it right. Make it right this time. Here we go. Yeah. It's a strange, sad feeling. My woman's gone, gone, gone. What makes it hurt even more? We're living in the same home. And if I could, I would change her mind. I'll make it right. Make it right this time. It's a strange, sad feeling. My woman's gone, gone, gone. What makes it hurt even more? We're living in the same home. And if I could, I would change her mind. I'll make it right. Make it right this time.
Marcus, that was great. You laid down 3 very consistent takes of the song, and that's important when you're comparing microphones like this because you want to have the vocal be as close to the same as you can so you can really make ABC, in this case, comparisons.
Yeah, like I said, the song is pretty emotional, so I held back tears a little bit.
Right.
But these microphones captured all of that. So,
yeah, it has all 3 of them really sound fantastic. I mean, I'd have no problem with any of these microphones going in the studio and tracking your voice.
Yeah, me either.
Well, let's listen to some individual little parts from some of these tracks and compare the 3 microphones.
Let's do it.
It's a strange, sad feeling. My woman's gone, gone, gone. What makes it hurt even more? We're living in the same home.
All right, and here's the KSM42.
It's a strange, sad feeling. My woman's gone, gone, gone. What makes it hurt even more? We're living in the same home.
And the 44.
It's a strange, sad feeling. My woman's gone, gone, gone. What makes it hurt even more? We're living in the same home.
Wow.
That's pretty interesting.
Yeah, it is, definitely.
There's obviously they're in the same family. You know, there's a similarity to the sound there, as you'd expect. They're all kind of designed the same way, and a big difference with these three microphones is the features among them. Like the KSM44 has multiple patterns and switchable filters and pads and all those kind of things, and the 32 and the 42 are a little bit more straight ahead microphones, but they still have that same technology that drives them, and there is a sonic similarity between these mics.
Okay, yeah, I noticed that they are a lot brighter, or they're really bright sounding microphones, how they capture each phrase and they really capture the emotions that are being displayed in the song, so that's pretty cool.
Yeah, the brightness of these microphones, I don't hear them as being overly bright. I hear that as a open top end that really brings out the detail in the top of your voice, because you have that rasp and you've got that kind of breath that your voice features so prominently, and these microphones really feature that. And I like that sound with these microphones. But what I really noticed here is you're talking about the emotion in the track, and one of the ways you're showing that is by how you hit certain words.
Yeah,
and
absolutely.
there were two words in that line. I think one was more, and there was another word there where you punched them.
Hurt.
Yeah, the hurt. Yeah,
and it captured that feeling, that hurt.
Yep. Yeah, and you could hear the dynamic difference between these three microphones. The KSM44 really punched that out.
Oh, definitely.
And the other two were a little smoother on it, but still very dynamic. Now, as a singer, how do you respond to that? If the microphone is too smooth sounding, too compressed, does that make you hold back, or what does it make you do?
Well, no, it actually just makes me more creative. It lets me know, okay, this mic may be best for another song that's a little less emotional, or a more poppy sounding or R&B sounding song. Because each mic captures a different essence. So it helps me differentiate which mic that I want to use for a certain song.
Sure. Yeah. And of course, it's going to change with a different vocalist.
Right.
As well. If we had a female singer, if we had a male singer with a really deep voice, or somebody was doing death metal, or whatever it is, it's going to sound different on those vocals.
Yeah, that's why I was usually saying, like, that's why I'm mainly saying my voice, because I can only relate to my vocals in recording these songs.
Right.
Yeah.
But you have a very broad range from low to high, which makes it great for comparing microphones like this, because it does give us a good overall picture. Let's find another place in the song here and listen to those mics again.
Okay, let's do it.
So I've got a spot here where you hit the microphone a little bit harder, and then there's a nice little trail off and a nice little melodic singing you're doing there. But again, it really features that top end in your voice and the rasp and the openness of it. So let's listen to those three mics again. We'll start with the KSM32.
Okay, let's do it.
And I barely recognize the girl I used to know.
And this is the 42.
And I barely recognize the girl I used to know.
And the 44.
And I barely recognized the girl I used to know.
So I think in that example, the differences are even more dramatic.
Yeah, dramatic and super clear.
Yeah, all three microphones are, right? I mean,
yeah, very clear.
There's no hiding with this microphone.
No, no, and I don't have any effects on the vocals at all, so you're able to capture like everything, every mistake, every sound, every crack, every emotion.
Right, well, you don't make any mistakes, so that's not a problem, but it brings out that, again, the brightness in these microphones, in particular the 42, really brings out that raspiness and the gravel and the air in your voice.
Right,
a lot of detail there. I'm hearing the 44 has a nice rich sound, a little bit bigger sound. The 32 kind of rides right in the middle of all that. It kind of splits the difference among them. So, this is the kind of thing where you choose the microphone to suit the voice.
Right. Each one has a different effect. I noticed when I would listen to each one, I would go, one raise your eyebrows up, one make you feel like, okay. Yeah. So
right.
I noticed a difference right off the bat.
Yeah. It's a tough thing to do, though, because it almost changes line by line.
Right.
On this line, you're like, oh, that one sounds pretty good. Then the next line's like, well, that one sounded pretty good.
Right.
So you look for that overall thing, and you also look at things like, so I've got a darker voice. So maybe the 42, which sounds a little bit brighter, at least on these tracks, might be a better choice for a darker voice, or if someone has a brighter voice. And so that's what you do with something like this, is look at the tone of those microphones and match it to the voice that you're recording.
Yep, and you choose what best fits you.
Right, exactly. Marcus, thanks so much for taking time to lay down these tracks for us. It's a great song, and the album is great. You got to check out the album. But having your voice to demo these microphones has really been a treat.
Yeah, it has been a treat, man, and I love the way each one of them sound. They're not exactly the same. They're different in many ways, but they all capture those vocals as one would love, man. So it's been a pleasure recording here, and so much fun with these Shure microphones.
Right on. Thanks so much.
Yeah.
And thank you for joining me for checking out the KSM32, KSM42, and KSM44. They're all three great microphones. You can't go wrong with any of them. And to learn more about these microphones, contact your Sweetwater sales engineer or visit sweetwater.com. I'm Mitch Gallagher from Sweetwater.
And I'm Marcus Scott. And as I always say, keep the soul alive.